Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah, I quit pickup. End it.
I'm going to end.
I feel it. I feel it.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Brooklyn Nets. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Longley. Michael Jordan is out there with T, and it's Dennis Rodman. And it's Pippen in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Irving. Doesn't go for him. And here we go. Here's T. Count it.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Nobody near Irving. Rodman grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And stolen by Jordan. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And then Durant with the dunk.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Chicago shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Harris outside. Here's Irving. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Chandler. There's the pass to Irving. And Katie throws it down.
Yeah, that's just the height, the length coming into play there. No one stopping Durant.
Here's T. Lays it up off the glass. T's got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Engraçado que as características do meu jogador, muita coisa parecida com o que realmente eu jogo.
Pass to Harris.
Quase que o Jordan roubou.
On the wing, Chandler. From the arc. He can't get that one to fall. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Jordan. Slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, Jordan is something to watch slamming home the ball, man. This guy is really strong.
This guy is really strong. É verdade.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the
Olha o
Nets.
Marcão.
Trailing by 4. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Harris.
Kevin Durant.
6 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how
Toca pra
they're
mim,
using
vamos ver
him
o que eu vou
so
fazer.
far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean,
pisei
he'll be
fora,
the
que
centerpiece
burro.
of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Manezão, esqueci. O controle é muito sensível.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Tentar roubar a bola
Outside
do
Irving.
Irving.
Passes it to KD.
O KD aqui joga, né? Na vida real não.
The rebound
É o
by
rebote
Pippen.
do Pippen, mano. Vai, Luke Longley. Muito leve.
And so
Ó,
here
ó,
is
ó
Chicago.
o alley-oop.
Lobs it up for Jordan.
Puta, tentei pro Jordan, mas deu errado.
Out left to the wing. Longley passes to Pippen.
Fazer de
6 to
3,
shoot.
vai. Não, vai.
T,
Aí,
guarded
ó,
by
de
Harris.
3.
Nailed from 3-point land. T's got 9.
Red hot
Eu
so
já tenho
far.
9
4
pontos
for
já,
4.
hein?
Cooking with gas. Couldn't draw it up any better.
Então, não tem como
Pass to Irving.
o narrador e o comentarista me chamar de Tarsis, porque não tem como eles chamarem esse nome, né? Então, eles se chamam pelo apelido. O apelido que eu coloquei é T, da minha
The
letra,
kick
né?
out to Irving.
De T de Tarsis.
From deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I love the
Cara, e Irving de
three-point
3.
shooting
Então,
of
vou
Irving.
tentar enterrar
Excellent
com o
at
Jordan.
dialing it in from deep.
Ó a
You've
enterrada.
got to respect his range.
Puta,
And it's
toco!
blocked by Jordan.
Quem me deu toco aí, caralho? Filho da puta, mano. Caralho. O Lazarento me deu toco. Toco no Jordan ainda, hein?
And the Bulls
Porra,
making a
tiraram eu,
change
hein?
also.
Que
Ron
cuzão
Harper, he's checked
técnico.
in for T.
Tirou eu e pôs o Ron Harper. Tirou eu, me tirou, né? Falando assim parece mim.
Harris
Quase
against
que eu roubei com
Pippen.
o Pippen.
Jordan dishes to KD.
Caralho,
The
quem que eu
pass
tô
to
marcando,
Dinwiddie.
hein? Ai,
Shot clock at 6. And again,
ó,
no
Pippen
good
no
by
rebote,
Brooklyn.
mano. Vai, Londres.
Here's Harper.
Ah, o Harper, mano.
And he gets the whistle.
Boa.
2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin
Vamos ver
Durant.
se o Harper
And
vai
Harper,
mandar
very
esse
versatile,
jogo.
athletic. Plays with some physicality, too.
Ó, deixa eu
Brings
lá,
a
velho.
little bit of grit and hustle along with some
Só que eu vou tirar
flair
ele.
and skill.
Deixa eu pegar ele aqui. Cadê ele? Ele é o X. Vou colocar eu. Cadê eu? Sou o... Pronto. Quero jogar comigo, porra.
And Harper drops them both.
Olha, eu levantei lá no banco, ó. Tô indo pro meio da quadra.
Nets trail by 4.
Igualzinho eu, velho. Só faltou as tatu.
Here's Irving. Tries
Puta
again.
merda. Puta, não veio pegar rebote, velho.
No good that
Ah,
time.
Longley pegou.
Some solid defense by Rodman. Here's Jordan. Great pass to
mano.
set up the lay-in. Jordan's
Dedinho
got
é
his
simples,
second
mas
basket
o
of
que
the night.
importa é...
Jordan doing a nice job leaking out slyly. Excellent in transition.
Boa transição.
1:33
exatamente.
left in the first quarter.
Olha ele esperando lá no meio. Vou fazer uma falta aqui pra eu poder
Irving
entrar
with
no
the
jogo.
ball.
Vamos ver.
Charity stripe shot. Jump shot is good that time.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Porra, Jordan não deu uma enterrada ainda,
Outside
mano.
Jordan.
Vou fazer ele enterrar, vai.
And the dunk by Jordan.
And Scottie Pippen so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Legal.
1:07 left to play in the first. Out to the wing.
Puta,
Dinwiddie
sozinho.
wide open. No
Errou.
good with the triple.
Ruimzão, computador ruimzão.
The Bulls leading by 6. It's Pippen with the
Dunk.
drive.
Ah,
And
é.
it's Pippen with the jam.
Porra, eu não entro na
Give them
partida, quanto
credit.
falta pra acabar essa
Offensively,
porra?
they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage
Puta,
shot
50
for him so
segundos pra
far.
entrar, vai ser
I mean,
foda.
just
Tô
the
fazendo
kind of
falta, vai.
execution you want in
Aí,
the first half.
Jordan, caralho.
Jordan
que
with it.
louco.
Guarded
Ah,
now by Irving.
mano. Perdi a
They've
oportunidade
wasted
de
no
tentar
time
enterrar do
settling
garrafão.
into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Eu não vou entrar no
Jordan's
jogo,
gone
hein?
80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting.
Aê, agora eu entro no jogo. Sai, Rafa, tchau.
Jones checked in for Brooklyn. G's checked in for Chicago.
Tarsis volta para o jogo. Vai, tô falando com ele. Ó, pra quem não sabe, eu usava 9 quando eu jogava
Pass
em
to
Itu.
Dinwiddie.
Eu joguei em Santo André, joguei em um monte de lugares que eu
Back
não
to
usava
Irving.
9.
The 3. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 8 points.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates home the court. Seems like a natural leader.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The shot's good.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Ô, Rodrigo, o que você tá fazendo aí, velho? Sai daí.
And here is KD. He's got 6.
Marcando KD. Joga ele longe.
The Nets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Free throw drops for KD.
And Durant finally captured that elusive first championship in 17. And the finals MVP trophy to boot.
O maluco de pé ali parece o Jason Kidd, não parece? O careca de barba ali. O que maluco tá fazendo de pé ali? Tá, toca a bola pra mim. Tá acabando, vai. Aê, os caras me judiam também, né? Os caras sabem que você é um jogador criado no 2K, os caras vêm e te arrebentam. Vai lá, cobra lance livre, caralho.
Bulls have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
De Tarsis para Tarsis. Olha lá, transmissão de sensação, hein, Tarsis? Vamos aí. Chuá, hein?
First one falls for.
Não foi de chuá, cuzão. Pena que não dá pra pôr o óculos, né? Aí ia ficar igualzinho. E as tatu também. É óbvio que aí eu tô muito mais magro, né? Vamos aí. Agora te falo. Não foi te falar, mas não pode fazer. 1 segundo já é.
And so it's Chicago. Going into the break with a 10-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Vamos ver se os caras capturaram eu. Pega o chute do Jordan. Ah, eu aí, ó. Ó, que bonitinho, arremesso. Vamos continuar. Segundo tempo.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second.
Cara, nem vi o placar, tá 25 segundos pra mim. Tô jogando nem vendo o placar.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem
O
to have
Duran
seized the
levando a bola,
momentum
que
here
cuzão.
early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already
O computador vai começar a pelar.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan
Quem
simply
tocou eu,
awesome. One of the
assistência
best
minha.
dunkers this game
Ponto
has
do
ever
Jordan,
seen.
assistência minha. Vamos aí. Eu quero fazer uns alley-oop, velho.
Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Ó, tô doidão, hein? Ixi, maluco aqui que não sei quem é, ficou na minha frente. O cabelo dele parece do maluco lá do 2%, né? Gente boa pra caralho. Toca pra mim, vai. Ó, viado. Você tá enterrado comigo. Puta, louco, loucão fez a falta. Foi o computador, porque não fui eu que deu o comando. Ixi, quem vai sair?
Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Quem é esse maluco que entrou? Nunca vi, velho. Lou Williams. Olha eu doidão, hein? Deixa eu ficar um pouco mais aqui na frente, que daí eu passo pra mim. Para que eu sair correndo e dá um dunk bem louco. Ixi, passou daqui.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. The Nets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
Yeah, the next step for Dinwiddie is to just become more consistent going forward, especially when it comes to scoring, because I think he does everything else pretty well.
Do caralho que eu tomei, velho. Filha da puta. Ó, o maluco do 2% me deu toco. Caramba, mano. Fazendo de 3, só de raiva. Vai, toca pra mim. Pô, tá muito longe.
You know, after making 1-3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
Can't connect from long distance.
Ó, o Jordan tá marcando, loucão. Deixa eu ficar aqui, ó. Aí se sobrar a bola, eu mudo pra mim e dá um dunk legal. Deixa eu ficar aqui. Ah, mano, toca essa bola, velho.
That one doesn't go.
Vai, mano, toca pra mim. Aí. Aê, foi simplesinho, mas deu pouco. Ixi, deu bug ali no meu short. Olha lá, deu bug no meu short, velho.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 11-point game, and T is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Minha primeira falta. Vamos lá, Kukoc. Deixa ele doidão. O Jordan tá marcando 2% aqui, ó. Rouba a bola, Jordan. Ah, não é o Jordan não, esse maluco 99 aí.
Prince in the corner. Pocket 6. Rebound by the Bulls.
Lógico que o rebote é do Rodman. Vai, toca a bola. Nossa, olha que eu fiz, velho. Muito legal isso aí, hein? Ó. Caramba, muito legal.
Nets trail by 13.
Tô tentando roubar, tomar longe. Aí, roubou. Aí, velho, pra mim. Aí, danca. Ah, deu uma enterradinha tipo LeBron, hein? LeBron que se foda. Ó, que legal, velho. Caramba. Vai, rouba a bola, vai. Ih, quase que roubei. Ó, toco desse maluco aí. Barulho que vocês estão ouvindo eu me coçando, tá? Coçando a barba. Eu vou tirar esse maluco aí. Vamos ver quem é ele. 99 é o quadrado. Vamos colocar o Pippen, cara. O Pippen tá fora. Putz, eu coloquei Jim Butler. Tô com o Jim Butler na cabeça. Será que dá pra descarregar essa merda? Não, o cara já levantou lá. Deixa eu tentar ver. Vou tirar quem?
The free throw comes for Dinwiddie. Bushler's checked in for Chicago. Harper comes in for T.
Porra, o cara tirou eu, velho. Tirou eu e o Jordan. Maluco esse técnico. Eu vou pôr nós de volta, cara. Cadê? Eu vou tirar quem? Esse quadrado. Vou colocar eu, X.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative, much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Kukoc. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good on the bucket.
And Tony Kukoc's size really helps him on these tough shots. He's 6'11" now. That makes him tough to contain.
Harper against Dinwiddie. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in. Nice, strong finish on the inside. But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Here's Williams after the basket by Brooklyn. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
And you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Ué, eu não entrei, mano. Que bosta.
And the first one getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
E o maluco ali, igual dele no feed, continua de pé, né?
Well, you look at the raw athleticism of Allen, very enticing. I mean, he's a quick-footed, shot-blocking big guy. He's got a great future in this league, in my opinion.
Here is Harper. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback. Allen's got it back down to within single digits for the Nets.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset that he keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive points.
He gets it in there.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
21 pontos. Rouba a bola, porra.
They get a hand on it.
Arranca o braço do Carrier.
Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Nets have made 6 of their 7 attempts in this one.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Here's T. Another one falls for Chicago.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Down low.
Olha, cacete. Cara, mano. Cara que o computador apela, velho.
Here is Harris.
Olha, não consigo roubar a bola desse cara.
For him. 4 on the clock. Irving double team. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Bulls leading by 11. And the pass to T. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Bem real, hein?
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
59 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Eu aí no time dos Bulls tô com 1,98, né? Eu não ia colocar 1,80, que é a minha altura.
Let's keep it alive. Jordan kicks to Irving.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Chicago making some changes. Longley comes in for Williams. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Simpkins.
Ainda bem, vai. Pelo menos dá pra jogar eu e o Pippen. Vamos lá. Remessa, cuzão.
Good on the second free throw.
Vou cantar a jogada, hein? Kukoc pra Pippen. Pippen vai dar pra mim. Eu. Aqui. E eu, bandejinha. Ah, não foi bandejinha. Foi um ganchozinho.
T's got 27 points.
Ó, tem 27 pontos. E o Jordan, sei lá.
For a moment, that's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
So it's Brooklyn now. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And T is going to pick up a foul.
Esse cara é maluco,
so that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus.
Por isso que eu falei em quadro, viu, pessoal?
The Nets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Da hora, velho. Espera aqui, seu cuzão. Cara, eu tô encanado que eu não consigo pôr o Jordan. Deixa eu tirar aqui ele. Como é que eu faço, velho?
First free throw is good.
Eu não sei tirar qual que é o R1, qual que é o L2, R1. Ah, esse aqui é o R1, então peraí. Aê. Vou colocar o Rodman. Boa.
Both free throws good from
Já que o Jordan não quer jogar, vou pôr o Rodman.
Here's Pippen. We've got 28 seconds left
Vamos,
in the
Harper,
first
faz
half.
3. Um pouquinho mais pra trás. Aí.
Here's Harper. Allen with the rebound. Nets trail by 12. Here's Irving.
Pô, o cara foi com turbo, mano. O cara deu 2 passos e fez a bandeja.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Long lead passes to Pippen.
Caralho, o cara não passa pra mim, mano. Não erra, filão. Aí, seu cuzão. Chupa.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Eu confio no taco, hein?
So it's Chicago. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
Eu felizinho na
Right back after
quadra.
this break.
O cara nem sabe que eu existo.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 13-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low.
mismatch, barbecue chicken alert, make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling my paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that's a wrap.
Falou. Quero botar o Jordan de volta, cara.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from team.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got T. Tony Kukoc is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Pippen, and it's Jordan in at the point guard.
And Grant has just such a fluid release, very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue
Essa foi pro
to
Borba,
grow.
hein?
They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Chicago shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Caralho, 17º lance livre. Vai, mano, dá a bola pra mim aí, filho. Minha testa ficou igualzinha, mano. Testa grandona. Essa quadra é muito legal.
Nets trail by 14.
Mano, quase roubar a bola e dar um dunk. Jordan tá no Kyrie.
Irving kicks to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
Maluco. Vai, mano.
Harris with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Durant. Shoots over Pippen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Agora o computador vai começar a pelar, mano. Estão perdendo.
Durant hits them both. The Bulls leading by 12. Left side, Jordan. Yes, that goes in. Jordan's got 12 points in the game.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Michael Jordan. With the tip, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arm to wreak havoc on the glass.
Here's T. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists now tonight.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Jordan fazendo uma ponte aérea pra mim. Nossa, olha o giro do Jordan.
Another one falls for Chicago.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
2 minutes into the second half of play now.
Quem vai entrar?
Outside Jordan.
Porra, vai me tirar, mano. Pega esse
On its way from Irving for 2. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Here's T and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Coloquei pra fazer falta em mim, aí eu vou cobrar o lance livre e o técnico não me tira. Sacou? Se ele ia me tirar, ele vai ter que tirar ou o Tony Kukoc ou o Pippen, vamos ver. Eu forcei a falta.
The first one falls. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about it, market size, nightlife for some guys is important. Business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and our family started right after I retired.
Jordan inside. Dinwiddie covering. Jordan with the bucket.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Quero ver o giro do Jordan. Vai, mano. Os caras mostraram erro, não entendi esse replay. Não vou fazer falta não, velho. Não sei quantas faltas eu tenho. Ih, que roubada, mas o Pippen não conseguiu segurar, velho. Aê, Kukoc, boa. Jordan.
One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Down by 15. Shot from 12. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And that's now 21 points for Kyrie Irving.
Jordan não tá conseguindo dar um dunk, não?
Here's Jordan. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Irving, 21 points in the game.
Não vou fazer falta não. O homem toca, sozinho.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls.
Yeah, and what you love about Kukoc is the versatility on offense and the terrific court vision.
Legal.
1:35 left in the third.
Enterrava assim quando eu tinha 75 quilos, não 100.
And here is Irving. Pass to LeVert.
E eu com 17, 15, 17 anos já tinha 1,80. Aí roubou a bola. Pra mim.
Fast break, here comes Chicago.
Aê,
He
olha.
muscles it in through the contact and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free
Olha que
throw
da hora
line.
que eu fiz.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Chicago?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Allen's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And Chicago also making a switch. Luke Longley's checked in for Tony Kukoc. Irving for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Redmond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the shot goes down. T's got 45 points.
Caramba, tem 45 pontos.
On defense, he recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
O Long é loucão sem falta.
Prince is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Rodion's Kurucs in for Karis LeVert.
Olha só, me
And the
tiraram.
Bulls making a change also. Kerr's checked in.
O técnico me tirou. Só porque eu tô com 45 pontos e o Jordan deve estar com uns 20.
Prince wide open. And the Nets miss again.
Vai, Jordan, vai,
Just a
Jordan.
solid performance on the interior. The rebound. Well-rounded effort, and they
Olha,
show
mano.
no signs of
Hang
letting up.
time, velho.
Almost
Nossa,
no holes in their
sensacional.
performance tonight. They've
Double
been
pump.
tremendous.
Caralho.
And the first timeout called to the game for Brooklyn.
Well,
30
it's been an
segundos também, acho que foi por
express
isso que
lane
o
to the rim. Coach can't be
técnico me
happy
tirou.
about that.
And, you know, I think he's going
Olha
to
lá.
tell them simply, we have to show
Falou
more
pra
fight
vocês
on
virem.
the interior.
Essa bola
That's
aí.
the top priority
Vou
right
voltar
now.
pro jogo. 30 segundos.
Allen passes to Dinwiddie.
Cadê eu?
Stop the
Puta, o
run.
Jordan loucão lá
He lays
fora.
it in.
Caí da quadra.
Dinwiddie's got 4 points
Eu
this
tava
quarter.
com ele.
I can't
Deixa eu bater
find
ele.
an excuse for letting Dinwiddie get
Vamos fazer da
this
zona morta?
positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you're
Olha.
toast.
Linda,
Jordan
linda,
with the
linda.
bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pena que não foi de 3.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the
Ele
third.
não falou com o Jordan
Pass to
tem.
Allen.
Puta, o Plano tá
The
no meio
feed
da
to
quadra.
Dinwiddie.
Que
And
maluco tá
stolen by
fazendo?
Jordan. And here's Kerr from the yard.
Puta, tão me ligando, mano. Agora não é hora, velho. Tô em transmissão aqui, mano.
Jordan's got 5 assists in the game.
Ai, ai.
Now Irving. 21 points in the game. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Chicago, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this.
Puta, mano.
And there have been 2
Agora
very
não consigo
different
atender o
performances
celular,
from
meu.
these teams
Não vou
today
parar a
as we get
transmissão.
going in quarter number 4.
Brincadeira, 3 horas da manhã,
Here's
amigo me
Chicago.
ligando, velho.
They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Prince out there with Allen. Then there's Irving. And it's Musa in at the 2 spot.
Nossa,
So that's the
olha o que o
Nets
Jordan
5.
fez.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
Olha. Nossa, mano. Doideira.
And so it's
E eu tô
Irving
fora do
with it,
jogo?
bringing it up for the
Deixa eu
Brooklyn
ver.
Nets.
Tô. Então eu vou tirar quem? Vou tirar esse número 30.
Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Rodions Kurucs, and Joe Harris is subbed in for Musa. Then for the Bulls, Rodman comes in for Williams, and it's Harper in for Bushley.
For some, he is the GOAT, Michael Jordan, greatest of all time, legend, arguably the best player of all time. That's a debate for another time, but the epitome of greatness is for sure.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
O cara não veio pro toco, mano.
Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
Caramba.
At least you're honest, Clark. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here are the Bulls now. Here's the three. It's good from long range. Jordan's got 30 points.
Jordan really confident rising up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he sinks these outside jumpers.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through. Durant, the pass to Allen, and Allen slams it in.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's...
Jordan quase passou por cima do cara, velho.
Gotta admire how quickly Jordan gets to the rim. I mean, excellent at slashing to the basket with a lot of force, too.
It's the Nets now. Temple comes in for Kyrie Irving. Chicago also making some changes. Wennington he's checked in for Longley. And it's Brown in for Ron Harper.
Vou pôr o Pippen. Cadê o Pippen? Pippen. Quadrado. Pronto. Botar o Pippen.
On defense, the Bulls. Here's Temple. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Brown. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted as actually technically his second year, but his first year playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. From deep, Prince. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Brown dishes to Jordan. Chandler with the steal. Kicks it out to Prince. And the Nets, another 3.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Chicago again turning it over.
Falta em mim não, Jordan. Puta, falta de
So for the Nets, David Morris checked in for Prince, and it's LeVert in for Harris. And here's Chandler who brings it up for the Nets. Here's Temple. Chandler right side. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. If you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
Passes to LeVert.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Caruth is checked in. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Temple, guarded by Jordan. Nwaba nails the baby hook.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
And Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Ó, o 2% vai entrar no jogo.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. There's the double team with Pippen.
Voltou
Not watching the
quadra.
line there.
Chupa,
That'll be a
cara.
backcourt violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jared Allen's checked in for David Nwaba. Durant comes in for Rodion Kurucs. Harris is checked in for Garrett Temple. And Irving subbed in for LeVert.
Kerr, one of the best three-point marksmen in the NBA. His form, release, efficiency, perfect.
On its way from Irving for two, and that one goes long.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And it's good for two. That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Can they get it? Chandler trying to free himself up. And Irving with the lay-in. Good. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half. And Chicago has possession. 104 left in the fourth quarter. Sinks the triple. Kerr's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bulls.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Nets, David Nwaba is checked in for Chandler. Temple comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Musa in for Harris. So it's Chicago now. Here's Kerr. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And you look at Kerr, just a sharp shooting role player. His game really about guts and intelligence.
Here's Musa, and there's the pass to Irving. And he makes that one.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rebound by the Bulls. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Caught that one.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Quero ver uns highlightzinhos do Jordan e highlights meus, né? Vamos ver. Switch. Ok. Box score. Não, eu não quero o box score deles, eu quero o meu. Ué, que mancada, velho. Aê. Vamos ver os highlights meus. Aê, mano, ó. De 3. Ganchozinho de esquerda. Jump shot normal. Bandejinha normal. Um dunk. De 3. Infiltraçãozinha. Essa foi legal, hein? Olha. Olha. Olha, mano. Legal, hein? Vamos ver o Jordan. Vou pegar uns highlights do Jordan. Perfeito, cara. Pô, teve um lance que ele fez aí de bandeja de mão trocada que foi absurda, velho. Parecia aquele do lance do contra o Lakers da primeira final, só que de outro ângulo. Vamos ver se vai mostrar. Porra, não vão mostrar, mano. Vamos pegar de novo. Quem sabe mostra coisas diferentes. Essa foi legal. Foi legal. Porra, aquela mais legal não vou mostrar. Que mancada. É, acho que não vou mostrar não. Mas beleza, é isso aí. Mais uma vitóriazinha na madrugada. Agora vamos naná, vamos pra caminha. Valeu aí pra quem assistiu. Ó, acabou certinho. Vamos parar de... Aê. Tem que aprender como é que para. Interromper transmissão. Boa noite, pessoal.